Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be reviewing the entire LEGO Jurassic World Rebirth wave featuring all 6 of the sets. Now this wave includes set number 76970, the Baby Dinosaur Dolores Aqualops set, and then we have set number 76972, the Raptor Off-Road Escape. Next up, we have set number 76976, the Spinosaurus and QUETZELCOATLUS Air Mission set, followed by set number 76975, the T-Rex Escape set. And then we have set number 76974, the Brick-Built MOSASAURUS Boat Mission. And lastly, set number 76973, the Raptor and Titanosaurus Tracking Mission set. So in this pretty big wave review, I'll be going over each set separately and then sharing with you guys my thoughts on the entire wave at the very end, including which sets you should get and which sets you'd be better off just skipping out on. So without further ado, let's dive right into the wave review, starting off with set number 76970, the Baby Dinosaur Dolores Aqualops. Now in terms of the design of it, I think it looks really cute and adorable. I love the red and nugget color scheme along with the tan on the legs. However, I don't like the gray that's peeking through, and I especially don't like how the frontal legs are a little bit harder to play around with and pose, because you can't really hold the pose firmly without sort of sagging to the front there because of the usage of these flimsier ball joint pieces. As for the back legs though, we have the firmer rotation bricks used, which adds a ton of more friction there and some more posability and firmness in the pose, and the frontal legs sort of don't really work as intended, which is kind of sad. I just wish they used the same technique for the back legs at the front. That would have made things a lot more sturdier, and it would have made the build a lot better in my opinion in general. At the very back though, we have the tail, which can move left and right there in this really smooth motion. The head has a little mouth there which can open and close, and of course here we have the little side build, which is supposed to represent the dinosaur's little snack. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Baby Aqualops dino build. Let's move on to 76972, the Raptor Off-Road Escape set. Now right off the bat, we have 2 minifigures included in the set. First of all, Isabella Delgado there with some very nice torso printing. I love the usage of the pinks and the blues and the logo there. And at the back, a backpack. I love that. And alternate face print, we have a sadder face and of course the cheerful face there. And next up, we have a look at Ruben Delgado here with the torso, the leg piece with some slight printing, very minimal yet very effective. At the back, we have some more of the torso printing. In terms of the secondary face print, here's a look at him looking very concerned for whatever reason. And then here we have a look at the singular mold design for the Baby Aqualops, which is quite nice to see. I mean, now I'm kind of tempted to compare them. Just for the fun of it, here's a comparison between the Baby Dinosaur Aqualops buildable figure and the actual singular dinosaur mold there. The Baby Aqualops here is missing some of the red design at the top there, but this will do, I suppose. We have a nice amount of printing. In terms of the vehicle included in the set, we have the classic Jurassic World Jeep car, which I love. Now, I'm a huge fan of Jeeps. I actually really want my own. And this is like a 2-seater. I love how it's open at the top and at the sides. We have no doors. And at the front, we have a printed logo for Jurassic World, along with some more of the reds on the side. And here we have some bright tan, which really pulls the vehicle together in my opinion. I mean, in terms of the Jurassic World theme in general, cars are a very normal trend in the sets, and this is really no exception. It's kind of normal for a car. I guess in real life you can never have enough cars as long as you can store them, but in Jurassic World I don't have enough storage room to store more Lego cars. I would much rather have real cars. But yeah, anyway, it's nice to have another vehicle, but it's not really my cup of tea because I've seen so many of them, so many similar designs in previous sets. But I do love that iGen logo there. And the other one there as well. They're stickers, so they're pretty replaceable. And here we have a look at the Velociraptor with some printing along the top there from the head all the way to the tail. The sides have some very minimal printing, which I guess in this case less is more. And the mouth can open and close like so. The arms and the legs can't move, so it's a very stagnant position that it's stuck in. That's all it can do. It could just pose for you. So here's a look at the side build included in the set, featuring some very nice bright green colors, adding some more greenery to the build. The jungle gates, I suppose, can open and close by moving this piece back and front, back and front, back and front, like so, adding a cute little play feature to the set, which is always welcome. And right here we have a side build featuring the velociraptors, information on that little monitor screen there, and a satellite dish. Always nice to have little side builds for the minifigures to play around with. Next up, we have set number 76974, the brick-built MOSASAURUS boat mission set. Now, I just love how the title of the set emphasizes that this is a brick-built MOSASAURUS. I mean, spoiler alert. But the minifigures included are Atwater here with the torso and leg piece printing. The very back, we have some more of the printing. Instead of having a little back piece, we have the bag printed at the back there. Try saying that 5 times fast. And no alternate face printing. And then we have Leclerc there with a very nice torso printing. I think one of my favorite torso printings from the Jurassic World Rebirth theme. I love the satchel there over the open vest. The leg piece is quite plain. At the very back, we have some more of the print design continuing the strap on the satchel. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Leclerc minifigure. One of my favorite figures in the wave because that torso is incredible. In terms of the build itself, let's start off with the back there. We have this little water build, which is very simple. A little fishy just hanging in thin air, I guess, and some greenery around the blues. I almost forgot about this little water piece, which is also included in this little section. Not too shabby, but again, not my favorite build. Here's a look at the motorboat, which I am a huge fan of. I really love the design of it. The red on it, the 04 stickers on either side. And here we have some jumper plates. So the minifigures can just stand at the front of the boat there. And along the inside, we have a single chair with the controls of the motorboat. And along the very back, we have a little monitoring screen for the MOSASAURUS, which is pretty cool, but that there is just a sticker. And then at the back, jumper plates once again for minifigs to stand on there. Moving this aside though, last but not least for the set, we have the MOSASAURUS build. Now, I do see myself making a little transparent display stand for this dino. I think it'll look really cool to have it mid-swim with the tail in motion and maybe like its little fins there at the front move in a mid-swim position without having to sit on a surface. That would be quite nice to see and make it a cooler display piece. The mouth can open and close, and we have the teeth there with the tongue. These eyes are printed pieces on either side with a nice mixture of green and brown, along with some detailing for the scales at the top. The very back, we have some more of the brown and olive green with the tiles and the slope pieces and the back of the tail. In general, though, I do wish that this was a single dinosaur mold design. I think it would have been cooler, but in the future, I do hope to see a MOSASAURUS dinosaur mold. And that's it for this set here. Next up, let's move on and take a look at set number 76973, the Raptor and Titanosaurus tracking mission set here. Now, right off the bat, the Titanosaurus is an incredible looking dinosaur. I mean, look at that, you guys. The silver works amazingly well with the rest of the gray skin color scheme there. And the head also features the same silver color, which is very nice to see. And then the body, some more of the silver and gray. We also have this really simple tree build featuring a tiny little tent there, which can open like that just to reveal the inside with a single bed and closing it up. The tree here is like the main focus of this side build, and it can fall on over if you just press on this Technic piece, and away it goes. So yeah, moving on, here's a look at the minifigures. First up, we have a look at Zora Bennett right here with some greenery and the leg piece there with a little pouch and ropes. The very back, we have her bag also printed, which is cool to see. I mean, I prefer the printed bags over the bag piece. Here's a look at her alternate face printing. Next we have Martin with an opened up torso with some mud thrown across the front there and some light printing on the leg piece. At the very back, we have some more of the muddy effect on the torso and alternate face printing. There it is. He's looking kind of angry, so yeah. Lastly, minifig wise, here's a look at my favorite minifigure in this set, actually. It's Dr. Henry Loomis with a very nice looking face printing there with the beard and the glasses. And there's a look at the torso with layers going on between the vest there, the plaid shirt, and the undershirt. And at the back, we have the bag. Alternate face print wise, that is his secondary expression, looking very smug. Figure wise though, we mustn't forget about the Velociraptor. Now this is the exact same Velociraptor that we've just seen in the other set. It's the same thing, same design, so I won't really talk too much about it. I just, again, don't like how there's no movability in the legs or the arms. In terms of the side builds, first of all, we have a look at the motorcycle right here. It's a very standard design, nothing too special. And then we have a look at this little buggy vehicle in the build. Now, you can separate both sections to feature this little satellite dish type of monitoring system here. On the sides, we have a pair of wheels. And then here we have the little buggy, which can open like so to reveal a spot for a minifigure to sit in. And you just close it like that, and away they go. The last section right here is one of the more detailed builds from Jurassic World that I've seen so far. I really do love the sign there that says Stego Stop and Go. It's the little corner store name, along with a gas pump right there. And then here we have the roof of this little tent design, along with a lamp connected to it. And at the back we have the interior of the shop. The first thing you see when you turn this around is a moldy hot dog, which kind of gives me the ick, but putting that aside, or I guess removing it from the scene, here we have some expired ketchup, expired mustard, some rotten slushy liquid in that slushy machine. I think that's what it is, I'm not sure. And here a computer. And at the top we have this drone here connected to this transparent piece, and some greenery on the roof there with some green plant pieces, adding some fun bright life to the build along with the yellow that we have. That's pretty much it for this side build and this set. So let's move on to the second last set in the video, set number 76975, the T-Rex River Escape. Now don't be fooled, because at a first glance it seems like a boring set, but check out this play feature. Wow, that's so exciting. I love that. Now here's a little close-up of this. You could just take this boat and put it back there. Now the color of this little boat is orange, which I think really stands out in the set. And in terms of minifigures, we first have Xavier Dobbs with a very nice looking torso and leg piece combo. Here's a look at the alternative face print, pure concern right there. And then we have Teresa Delgado with her life vest there, and the leg piece in the back of her torso, and her alternate face expression as well. She does not look concerned at all. Honestly, go off, queen, that's awesome. For side builds, here's a look at this buggy vehicle, which is exactly what it looks like. A buggy and a vehicle, yay! And of course, the real star of the show, Rexy. It's literally your average T-Rex figurine from LEGO. It's nothing too surprising at this point. We have some rotation along the jaw and the head. The arms can move, the legs can move. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is the posability and motion that I want to see in more of the dinosaurs. That's it for Rexy. And lastly, we have this little build here. Now, apart from the little boat launcher, it's very simple and quite boring if I do say so myself. The inside is not surprising at all. It's just sad and kind of empty. And the T-Rex though can come here and kind of like knock things down very easily because it's built like that. Now, last but not least, we have set number 76976, the Spinosaurus and QUETZELCOATLUS Air Mission set now. The set in general features some very nice builds and some dinosaurs. However, the minifigures themselves are mostly reused. First of all, once again, I'm just going to go through these really quickly, at least the ones that you've seen previously in the other sets. We have Dr. Henry Loomis once again, and then Zora Bennett once again here with her little monitor screen. Same torso, same leg piece, same old, same old. And then Martin Krebs once again there, nothing different. And lastly, the new minifigure in this set, Duncan. And now here's a look at Duncan's torso. It's very nice there with the black and the green. The green adds a nice shiny effect to it with the silver belt. And there is the little bag at the back. And the face expression looking quite neutral there. In general, really cool looking minifigure to get in this set, and obviously the most unique one out of these minifigures. And then we have a look at this helicopter build here with the blades that can rotate very, very smoothly, and the front that can open up like so to reveal the inside with one seat for the captain, and then it can close up very, very easily. And at the back, another one of the blades. And of course, the helicopter in Jurassic World isn't complete with the stud shooters that can shoot out the studs very easily there. It's better than having a car. Speaking of cars, trucks, and everything in between, this is the vehicle that we have in the set apart from the helicopter, which is a pickup truck, I believe. And it says 05 on the side, 05 on the top, and on the other side as well. It has 6 wheels, which is different than the usual 4 that we have on these vehicles. So that's nice. And then if you open it up like that, we have quite a few jumper plates. And at the back, more jumper plates, which is especially useful for this crate here because it can just sit there nice and snug. And opening up this crate here is what we have along the inside. It can also be closed up quite easily. And putting back the top of the vehicle, that's it for this little pickup truck. Focusing though on the main reason why the set is so desirable, we have the Spinosaurus. First of all, looking honestly immaculate with the brown and the yellow color scheme along with the red at the top of the head there. All of the intricate printing really brings everything so well together, and this is like one of my favorite dinosaur molds that I've ever seen apart from the Indoraptor from a while back. The legs can move, which is great. The arms can also move as well. I do see why the set is expensive though, because we're getting unique dinosaur molds and designs. I'm not trying to roast the MOSASAURUS, but I'm just saying if the MOSASAURUS was more like this, I would be so much happier. And then of course we have the QUETZELCOATLUS with the wings that can rotate very nicely and smoothly, and the mouth that can open and close. Here's a detailed look at the head design though, the printing, the metallic blue amongst the sand blue, which I think adds an amazing touch to this dino here. And the wings include this brown color scheme, which again pops up nicely against the sand blue. And I think this is a very nice dinosaur to get, especially in a large set like this. So here's the build for the low-key Indiana Jones reference here for the Jungle Fortress, which I think is pretty cool. I do love the usage of the tan bricks amongst the more floral bricks like the flowers and the green and even some of the blue there. I think it's quite nice. At the very front there, you can see that we have sort of like a mouth design. And a fun little play feature actually is if you take this part, and once you pull that, you get this little booby trap that appears, and then you can always just tuck it back in like that. So yeah, the sides again, we have the greenery, the rock work, and on this side even this little waterfall, which can also open like that to reveal a little entrance on the side there. At the top though, we have the dinosaur eggs and these mysterious golden designs there and statues of sorts. And at the back, some more of the tan mixed in with the olive green. And this is like a little behind the scenes of these guys sort of falling down. So that's a little back view. And lastly, you can actually remove this to reveal the interior. So yeah, putting this back on top though, I think it's a pretty nice build. It's very colorful and the play features are not that bad. They could be better. It could be more exciting to play with. Is it worth the price though? Not really. But again, I guess if you really, really want the QUETZELCOATLUS, and if you really, really also need the Spinosaurus, then it's the right set for you. Well guys, that pretty much brings a wrap to the video. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on this entire wave here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.